All right, welcome to the night game for the Interstate League Championship Series. Series is tied 1-1, and we play our first game in Los Angeles today, the Dragon's Lair, where owner Ben sits atop a hoard of stolen gold and gems from the terrorized villagers down below. Uh, on the mound tonight for the visiting Cooperstown Big League Chews in their ugly-ass brown and yellow jerseys is Ben Barr. Barr, 11-6 on the year. 5.2 strikeouts for every 9 innings, 3 walks for every 9 innings. He's 20 years old. He's got some room to improve. Not a lot of luck against the Dragons this year. No decision in 2 starts. On the other side, you've got Roger Miller, midseason call-up. Came up in early August, it looked like, maybe July, I forget now. But in any case, he's pitched against Cooperstown twice. And one of those, a 5 inning shutout. The other went 7 1/3, got a no decision. But he has managed very well. So 6.4 strikeouts per 9 innings for Millie, but against Cooperstown this season, 9 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched. So see how things go for him here today. Go down to the field. And here we are. So, you have Tommy Nance behind the plate today for the Dragons, and then Matt George over at third base. George definitely looking to redeem himself after a rough outing in the last game. Made a game-losing error as well as failing to drive in the winning run with an opportunity. Just not his day, but they're hoping he can bounce right back, keep his head on straight. Next to him at short, you've got Zachary Johnstone, who's been excellent this series. Felipe Lara over at second, and Carlitos Genes at first. Out in the outfield, Bobby Collier in left field, 2 home runs in the first game, not much in the second. Jorge Coriano in center, and Moises Mendoza out in right field. And Millie is going to face Adrian Fowler, Victor Rodriguez, and Hernandez, the DH, here in this top of the first inning. Going to be interesting here to see if LA can capitalize on the home field, get an advantage here, try to take 2 in LA before they go back. Here's a pitch, and Fowler misses a bunt. Apparently the game felt like that was relevant for us. 0-1 to Adrian Fowler. Does not try to bunt this time. Hits it to George, who fields it cleanly for a change. Makes a throw over to first. Nice to get that first one out of the way for him. And that is 1 down. Here comes Vic Rodriguez. Rodriguez, 2 for 8 in this series. Takes a 2-0 pitch and lays down a bunt. Apparently they're Cooperstown going to bunt their way to victory today. Or, not, as he's easily retired the second out. It turns out in 2023, not much in the way of bunt singles happening. Matt Hernandez, the DH, 2 for 6 on the series. First at bat here against Millie. The 1-0 pitch, and he swings away, gets that up in the air, but lifted a little bit too much. Mendoza makes the catch, and that will do it for the Big League Chews. So no runs on no hits in the top of the first for Cooperstown. And here comes Los Angeles for the bottom half of the inning. So you've got Rich Vieira behind the plate once again, accomplishing nothing, doing nothing, just taking up space. Over at third base, Bill Garris, Adrian Fowler at the shortstop, Eric Gunter at second, and Nick Dallas at first. Rodriguez out in right, Tony Ochoa in center field, and Jonathan Davis playing left. Collier, the leadoff man, but also so far in this series, the biggest power threat, works the count full. And here is the payoff pitch. And he swings and drives it up the line, past the first baseman, past the right fielder. He's going for 2, and he's going to be in there easily. Stand-up double. Nice hustle and a nice bit of hitting. Hits it up the line, into the corner. Rodriguez has to chase it all the way to the wall, and Collier leads off the game with a double for Los Angeles at home. Jorge Coriano up next. Coriano is 3 for 9 in the series, been pretty effective. Also drew a walk at some point. And he hits that pitch easy for Gunter at second, but moves Collier over to third, and they've got a runner on third with only 1 out here already in the bottom of the first. So Tommy Nance, the catcher, 2 for 4 with a home run in the series. Yesterday's game, the day before, whenever we played that last game, he sat out so they could start some Korean kid. Not real impressive, but they wanted to have a catcher bat lead off because Ben is weird. And Nance flies out to short. Disappointing. Not deep enough for the sacrifice. Easily fielded by Fowler, and that makes it 2 down with a runner on third. And Matt George, chance at redemption. He's 0 for 9 in the series. And with that costly error, he is not feeling the love from the fans here in Los Angeles today. And he grounds out to the first baseman. That's it. No runs after one hit. The leadoff double by Collier wasted. They strand him, and it is a 0-0 tie. Here we are in the top of the second. It's Vieira, the catcher, 0 for 6 in the series so far. And he pops that one up to his counterpart, Nance, behind the plate. He's got it, leaning into the dugout. Nice catch. Here's Nick Dallas, the first baseman. Dallas 1 for 8 in the series so far. He swings. That's going to get down. It's probably 2 bases, maybe 3 deep into the corner. They've got it at the wall. He walks into second base with a double. Coriano makes the throw all the way from back against the wall. Lucky for him, Nick Dallas barely mobile at this point in his career. Tony Ochoa, the center fielder now with 1 down and a runner in scoring position. Works the count to 0-2 and then stands there looking at strike 3 right over the outside corner of the plate. Big strikeout in a big situation by Roger Millie, and now it's 2 down with a runner in scoring position and a little bit less danger, but he's still got to get through Bill Garris, the third baseman. And he won't. Garris gets a base hit. Will the run score? No. No, that complete and utter lack of speeds from Nick Dallas at third base means even on the nice single, not going to get a run out of this. And Eric Gunter now comes to the plate with runners at the corners and 2 down. 1-2 pitch. He got a hold of it, and no. Won't drop. Collier goes back to the warning track, makes the catch, and they're out of the inning. They give up 2 hits, but nobody comes across, and we go to the bottom of the second, still tied at 0. It's Tyler Coleman, the DH, and then Moises Mendoza and Carlito Shenes for Los Angeles to face Ben Barr. Barr rocks and fires the 1-2 pitch. Another ground out to the catcher. It's not that often that a catcher gets this many assists in a game, but LA not really hitting it out of the infield much. So Moises Mendoza now with nobody on and 1 out. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. They're keeping him down, keeping him on the infield. It's a good way to win ball games as a pitcher. Here is Carlito Shenes. And he will hit another ground ball to the third baseman, Garris, and he throws him out at first, no problem. 1-2-3 inning, 3 up, 3 down, and we head to the top of the third with the Dragons, and the Big League Chews tied 0-0. Jonathan Davis to the plate. He is the number 9 hitter. He'll be followed by Fowler and Rodriguez in their second at-bats. Millie, 3-1 pitch, and he walked him. Leadoff walk. Never want to put the leadoff runner aboard, but Davis not especially fast or a threat on the base paths. And here's Fowler, the shortstop, with nobody out. He runs. They aren't able to get him at second because of the hit and run on the sacrifice bunt. There's probably a name for that, but I don't know it because who the fuck bunts anymore? In any case, the runner at a second, the sacrifice by Fowler is successful, and Vic Rodriguez with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out. Rodriguez 0 for 1. Oof. That's trouble. Rips it just inside of the foul line. Stand-up double for Rodriguez. Not even close, and easily scores the run. Even Davis plodding around the bases could get home on that one. 1-0 Cooperstown here in the top of the third, and with only 1 out, and runner on second again for Matt Hernandez. Hernandez has been fairly effective in the series so far. 2 for 7. 0 for 1 today. Ooh, he held up on that. Wanted to go around at it, but checked his swing and draws the walk. Ball 4 on the full count. And Millie in a little bit of trouble here now. Runners at first and second for Rich Vieira. Supposed to be good. And he is... You can even see where that went. Collier catches it, apparently, but not that I would know from the camera work. And that's 2 down now, with runners at first and second, and Nick Dallas at the plate. Dallas 1 for 1 on the game. Had a double earlier. Not this time. Grounds out to the shortstop. They get out of the inning, but a run comes across. It's 1-0 Cooperstown headed into the bottom of the third. Felipe Lara will lead off, followed by Johnstone and then Collier. This part of the lineup done a lot of damage in this series so far. And here we are again. Lara doubles down the line at least all the way into the corner, just inside of third base. Ripped that one down. Nice leadoff double by Felipe Lara to get things started. And here is Zachary Johnstone, 3 for 7 with a homer in the series. Johnstone, not a power hitter. That home run was as big a surprise to him as anyone else, I think, as he grounds out to short. And with one down, it's Bobby Collier. Collier, 3 hits in the series, 2 of them home runs in game 1, and he's 1 for 1 today with a double. Oh! Apparently, Barr did not like that double, or something about Collier's face. To be fair, he's extremely punchable. Tucker Carlson style. You just want to, if you see the guy, you just want to haul off and hit him. But in any case, Barr nails him in the back with the pitch. And it's Coriano up now with runners at first and second and only 1 out. Coriano's dangerous. And not this time. Hits into the double play. Nice play by Dallas. That's a tough double play for the first baseman. You see he's making the play go into his right, but after he throws, he's got to turn his back on the return throw until he reaches the bag. So he's running away from the throw and turn it around and locate the ball. Nicely done to get out of the inning, and it is 1-0 Cooperstown still in the top of the fourth. It's Ochoa, Garris, and Gunter for Cooperstown here. 2-2 pitch to Ochoa. Ooh, nice slider, struck him out. And Garris now with 1 down. It's 1-1. Millie deals. Hits that up the line, but the first baseman Senes makes the play, and he's out of there. That's 2 down for Eric Gunter now. Gunter, maybe? I don't know. Hits to the third baseman and easily taken in and thrown out at first base. So, 1-2-3 inning again. Cooperstown still in the lead, though, 1-0 as the Dragons come up in the bottom half of the fourth. So it's Tommy Nance, Matt George, and Tyler Coleman for Los Angeles here to face Ben Barr. Nance hits it hard, but right at Nick Dallas at first base, and that is 1 down. Matt George on a 1-1 count. Sees a pitch he likes, takes a cut, and flies out to Rodriguez. George continues his hitless streak. And Tyler Coleman, the DH. 2-2 pitch. Got under that one a little bit too much. Short of the warning track, the left fielder Davis makes the play. And the side is retired in order to get Cooperstown out of the inning. So, top of 5. 1 run on 3 hits for Cooperstown. No runs on 2 hits for the Dragons, and even so, they're going to go to the pen here in the fourth for reliever Bo-Young Kim. Kim, 25 years old, out of South Korea. He appeared in 15 games this season, pitched 88 innings, only allowed 1.09 walks to hits per inning pitched, struck out 7.5 for every 9. Pretty effective out of the bullpen. We'll see if he's got the stamina to hold on as a mid-reliever replacement here. But in any case, he's got Davis and then the top of the order, Fowler and Rodriguez to get through. And he can go have a seat again. Deals the 0-1. And the trouble continues. It's a base hit, leadoff base runner for Cooperstown again. I think that's the 3rd straight inning, or the 3rd out of 4 innings that they've put the leadoff man on. Maybe just 2. It's hard to keep track. Fowler with another sacrifice bunt, just like last time. Gets Davis over, gives himself up, and Vic Rodriguez now with a runner in scoring position and only 1 out. We've seen this play before. Rodriguez this time grounds out to first. Zenes makes the play, but he doesn't have a shot at cutting the lead runner down. So now 2 outs, but a runner at third for Matt Hernandez, the DH. Oh! He doesn't even need to do anything. That is a wild pitch. A wild pitch from Bo-Young Kim, and Nance gets on it pretty quickly, but Davis comes home to score. In spite of that, it is now a 2-run ball game. Unforced error by Bo-Young Kim. That hurts. Man, does that hurt. and then he walks the batter to boot. So Vieira now with 2 out and a runner at first. Like to see him break out of this slump. And he does, ever so slightly. That's a base hit up the middle. Moves the runner over. Runners at first and second now for Nick Dallas, the first baseman. And Dallas will ground out to second. But again, another run across due to the wild pitch from Bo-Young Kim. And that makes it a 2-run lead for Cooperstown here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0. Moises Mendoza to lead it off for Los Angeles. Takes a cut. That is going to drop for a base hit to left field. Good play by Davis to stay in front of that, really stretching himself. It's a base hit, but could have been extra bases if that gets behind him. Instead, he plays it short and gets it back into the infield. So Carlitos Zenez now with Lara on deck. And Zenez hits one out to left. Another base hit in front of Davis. No excuses for him that time. That looked eminently playable, but he let it drop. And that takes us to nobody out. 2 runners on. First and second for Felipe Lara, who's 4 for 8 in the series and 1 for 1 today. This guy has hit everything they've thrown at him this series. Oh my goodness! That should have been another base hit, but a fantastic defensive play by Rodriguez out and right. Diving grab to save probably a run at least, and a base hit. Nicely done. Here comes Johnstone, the shortstop. He's 3 for 8 with a home run in the series. 0 for 1 on the day. He sees a 1-1 pitch he likes, and oh no, that's going to be no. What do I know? To say it's going to be 2, because, you know, why wouldn't the shortstop take 1 step to his left and take out a second runner? But no, they're just going to take the easy out at first. That moves the runners over, so second and third for Bobby Collier with 2 down. Big opportunity for Los Angeles here. See if they can make something of it. The first pitch he sees, Collier likes, and he rips down the line. That's going to be another double. 2 runs in. Massive, massive series for Bobby Collier. My goodness. Great bit of hitting there. Double down the line, scores both runs, ties the game, and the crowd is on their feet and letting him hear it. Bobby Collier, hero of the day again. Jorge Coriano now with Collier at second. And Cooperstown just trying to get out of this inning. And they do. Hard grounder to Garris at third. Picks it up, and it's over, but damage is done. Tie game now. 2 runs on 5 hits for Cooperstown, 2 runs on 5 hits for Los Angeles. And Bo-Young Kim, the pitcher who threw the wild pitch that gave up the second run in the last inning, remains in the game. He's going to face Ochoa, Garris, and Gunter. We'll go with Gunter. We like Gunter. 3-1 pitch to Ochoa. He hits that hard, but right at Mendoza in right field. That's 1 down. Garris to the plate. He's 1 for 2 in the series. 1 for 2 in the game. 1 for 7 in the series. Oh! Garris tries to get out of the way, but he gets hit. Kim, I don't know that was intentional. I think he's just wild, and they're going to pull him. The manager comes out. He is out of here. Right-hand pitcher Angel Griego in here. That's Spanish for Greek angel, which, you know, make of that what you will. He's from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Absolutely nasty sinker and slider. His pitches all move. He's got good stuff. A 98-mile-an-hour fastball. This guy struck out almost 8 per 9 innings all season. 77 innings pitched. Only allowed 21 runs. Hoping he can shut down and hang on to this tie situation here with Garris at first and 1 out. He's going to face Eric Gunter. 2-0 from Griego, and that should be a double play ball. Again, what do I know? Johnstone makes the play, flips it to second. The second baseman, Lara, just does not make the turn and try to get the batter. So now you got a runner at first on the fielder's choice, and it's Jonathan Davis with 2 out and a runner on. 2-1 pitch. That is flied out to center field and caught. Coriano has it, and that will do it. So, bottom 6, it is a 2-2 ball game. Tommy Nance, Matt George, and Tyler Coleman to come up. Nance 2 for 6 in the series, but only 0 for 2 today. And it'll be 0 for 3 with a hard ground out to Garris at third. Now it's Matt George. They're sticking with Barr. It hasn't been a bad game for him. He's pitched 5 1/3 now, only given up 2 runs. Hasn't struck out a single batter, which is a little bit unusual. But he's given up hits and fits and spurts, and unfortunately they've managed to string them together in a way they were able to get some runs across. So Matt George, again, just looking for anything to redeem himself. That's a little something. He draws a walk. Maybe that's enough to get him out of this bad headspace. And there we go to the bullpen. It's righty Adam Durgin. Durgin, 26 years old, born in New York City, New York, so you know he's an asshole. Great control, not so much on the movement or the velocity, but puts the pitches where he wants them, makes the batters work to get contact. Not a big strikeout guy, but he only allowed .92 whip in 39 games this season. Impressive young man. Let's see how he performs here on the big stage. Starting with Tyler Coleman, the DH, 1 for 6 in the series, 0 for 2 tonight. And he works it to a full count. A sidearm pitch from Durgin, one of those submariner types, but flied out to right. Rodriguez makes the play, and now 2 down. Here's Moises Mendoza now. And the runner is going. Rich Vieira continuing to show that there is literally no reason for this man to be on a major league roster anywhere, as he makes an absolutely terrible throw to second and allows Matt George, who again is barely mobile. Like if you've seen My 600-Pound Life, those people faster than Matt George on the base paths, and yet he steals a base on Rich Vieira. That is amazing. Amazing. So 2-1 pitch now. No, full count pitch from Durgin. That's lined up the middle, gets right past Fowler for the base hit, and Matt George, he is on his horse, all his fat flapping in the breeze, and he comes around for the go-ahead run, and the fans are on their feet. We said Matt George needed to do something to get out of his own head and make a play, and here he is, stealing bases, stretching for an extra base on a single. You gotta love it, man. Gotta love the hustle. Moises Mendoza now with 2 outs. I'm sorry, Moises Mendoza at first. Carlito Sines at the plate with 2 down. And Mendoza runs on Vieira. My goodness, I think I could run on Vieira. This guy is terrible. And Mendoza now at second. Sines works it to 3-1. And he walked him. Durgin just completely ineffective so far here. Felipe Lara now. Lara, we mentioned earlier, has been on fire this series, and here he is with full count. Runners on first and second. He walked him again. Bases loaded now. They don't have anyone up in the pen that I know of. Durgin in trouble. And Zachary Johnstone at the plate with the bases loaded. 2 outs. Durgin just needs to get something, either a strikeout or an easily fielded ball to get out of this inning. Oh my goodness. Garris makes it interesting. He tries to beat Zenes to the base and just barely makes it for the force out on the ground ball from Johnstown. That'll do it, but another run comes across. 3-2 Dragons now as we head to the top of the 7th inning. It's Griego to face Fowler, Rodriguez, and Hernandez. Full count to Fowler. Rocks, deals, and that is a walk. He walked him. So Vic Rodriguez now with a runner at first and nobody out. And a wild pitch. Nance chases it down with the runners into second easily. Somebody needs to get out there and calm this kid down. Griego, 3-1 now. And he gets a nice soft grounder from Rodriguez. Rodriguez is kicking himself. He would have liked to have fouled that off or taken it and taken the walk. It was not a good pitch, and he barely got the wood on it. But Kevin Gomez now is pinch hitting in the DH slot. They wanted to go lefty-righty here. And it does not pay off. He flies out to right, not deep enough to advance the runner, and you've got 2 down with the runner at second. And we go to the pen again. It's lefty Eric Berry. Berry is 24 years old. He is making his major league debut That's a bold choice, Ben. Barry making his major league debut here with a runner in scoring position in the ILCS. And why not? And he strikes him out. You can't ask for more than that. That kid is pumped. That is exciting baseball. All right, enjoy Brooks and Dunn with the seventh inning stretch, and I will see you after. You may be wondering how Brooks and Dunn played the seventh inning stretch in two different ballparks on the same day, and I'll tell you that it's because I'm tired and I don't have that many jokes. Here is Sandy Colmenares out of the pen. Colmenares has been super effective in the series. Pitched 2 innings 2 days ago. Walked 1, struck out 3. Faced 7 hitters and allowed no hits. They're looking for more of the same here. Cooperstown just needs to keep LA from adding an insurance run so they can get a chance to get it back. They've got this shift on. Fowler playing just this side of second base for Collier. We'll see if that helps. Lefty against lefty with Colmenares out, and he struck him out. That has been what he's done in this series. 1 up, 1 down for Colmenares, and here is Coriano. That is hit right at Adrian Fowler, the shortstop, and easily retired. Coriano goes down, and it's Tommy Nance now with 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch he sees, he likes, doesn't get a hold of, though. He's going to fly out to Gunter, the second baseman, on the pop-up. And that's it. Colmenares continues to be highly effective with 3 batters faced and 3 retired. And we go to the bullpen one more time for Dustin Sorey. He's pitched 1 inning in these playoffs. About as base as you can get. No hits, no walks, no strikeouts. Just got 3 batters to get out. And that is what they want from him here today as well. Here he is, the 1-1 against Nick Dallas. And Dallas pops up. Looks like it'll be the second baseman bringing it in. Nice play by Lara. And here comes Tony Ochoa, the center fielder. Ochoa's 0 for 3. Diving play by Senez, but he's not able to make the throw. We'll see if they call it an error on the pitcher. Sorry, it looked like it. He sure did. Sorry gets the error. That was a nice place by Carlito. Nice play by Carlito. Just couldn't convert. And Sorry is shaking his head. Shake it off, kid. See what you can get here. Bill Garris, the third baseman. And there you go. Sorry gets him to ground into a double play. That's it for the inning. Cooperstown got a runner aboard but couldn't push him over, and it is now the bottom of the 8th with Matt George at the plate and the Dragons leading 3-2. George, Coleman, and then Mendoza in the inning to face Colmenares. Not that it seems to matter when Colmenares is in the game. Sure enough, Gunter catches a soft line drive from Matt George. Here's Coleman, a 2-1 pitch to Coleman. Deals, and that's a base hit. First base hit allowed by Colmenares in this series, I believe. He doesn't look too worried, though. And here is Moises Mendoza. Mendoza is 2 for 3 today. The runner at first and 1 out. Looking for some action. That is going to drop. 3 for 4 on the day, and another big situation for Mendoza. Gets a base hit. Now you've got Coleman at second, Mendoza at first, and Carlito Zenez, who's numbers show it, but really a pretty good hitter. Oof, not this time, though. Grounds into the double play. They're out of the inning, stranding 2. And it is the top of 9. You're going to see the closer here, Matt Kelly. 35 saves on the season, a 1.6 ERA, a .93 WHIP, 74 strikeouts and 78 innings pitched. Kelly has a almost impossible to catch up to changeup, a fastball that's a massive change of pace. His stuff is great, good movement on the ball. 37 years old, though, so hopefully he doesn't die on his way back to the bullpen. And here we go with a pinch hitter to start things off, Mark Huffman, 0 for 2 in the series. The 0-1 pitch, and Huffman hits it on the ground That's one down. Lara gets it. 2 outs away from taking a 2-1 series lead here at home. Kelly to face Jonathan Davis. Full count for Davis. Struck him out on the full count. And this crowd is rocking everyone on their feet in the stadium. Standing ovation. And it's Adrian Fowler, the shortstop, to face Kelly. The last gasp for Cooperstown here. And he hits it, but it's a fly. Easy play in right. Mendoza makes it. That will do it. 3-2 is the final for the Dragons. Big win at home. Matt George still hasn't really hit the ball, but really made some nice hustle plays there. Hopefully that gets him off the slide that he's been on in this series so far. And Cooperstown played a tough game. Really not a lot to knock him on. Left too many runners on base, but they just got to keep at it and do what they do. All right, folks. We'll see you for the next game in a day or two. Have a good night.